Hi children, welcome to our online classes, 11th session for class 6. Dear children, nowadays our arts festival is going on. I hope you all are participating in different competition items. A few items already finished. So this week and next week you will be having this competition. But in between that also, we have to continue with our classes. Last week, we discussed about the arithmetic operations. Whenever four operations, addition, subtraction, multiplication and division comes together in an operation, how can we solve it to find a value? That is what we have discussed in the last session. The exercise also, I hope you all did. But still, I know that many of you are having some doubts. Which operation you have to do first? I told you, from the left to right, that is the direction we are following. But whenever all the four operations are in an arithmetical expression, we have to do first multiplication and division in it. That also from left to right. You have to check the operation. Which operations are coming first from the left? If it is division, you have to do first division. And if it is multiplication, you have to do multiplication. So in that way, in that expression, all the multiplication and division finish. Then you have to go for addition and subtraction. That also from left to right. So keep one thing in your mind. Whenever you are doing addition and subtraction, that time you have to make sure that there is no other division or multiplication remains in that expression. And today we are going to see what will happen if there are some brackets. In an expression, the brackets are having a very important role. There are different types of brackets. So, in an arithmetic expression, if brackets are also there, what will be the order of operation? For that purpose, we have to remember that the order of operations we have to follow is the BODMAS rule. So the BODMAS rule is BODMAS rule. In this, B represents B for brackets. B for brackets or off operation. You know what is off operation? Off operation means actually it is multiplication. Then division. And M for multiplication. And A, addition. And S for subtraction. This is the rule we are following whenever brackets and off operations are there in an arithmetic expression. Now let us see what is meant by the off operation and brackets. Off operation I already told, it is multiplication, but in an arithmetic expression, if multiplication and off is coming together, between which two numbers the off operation is there, that you have to do first. Then only the usual multiplication you have to do. So off, actually, for example, 2 off 3, that means 2 into 3, that is 6. And in this, one more thing, after brackets of division, multiplication, addition and subtraction, BODMAS. This we we discussed last class. But at that time, you have to keep in mind, whenever in an arithmetic expression, this 4 operations are coming from left to right, you have to count. If multiplication is coming first, then you have to do first. So multiplication and division together, if you consider, that depends on the position from left to right. If division is coming first, you can do division. If multiplication is first in the left, you have to do multiplication. After completing all the multiplication and division, go for addition and subtraction. They are also in the order of left to right. Now let us see brackets. What is Bode-Mass rule? If Bode-Mass rule means, if inside a bracket some expression is given, that you have to solve first. Suppose in a question, for example, 2 divided by 1 plus 4 into 3. Like this, the question is given. This is an arithmetic expression. In this case, you have to look what is given inside the bracket. That you have to do first. Inside the bracket here, 4 into 3. That you have to do first. So 2 divided by 1 plus 4 into 3. 4 into 3, 12. Now, go for the order. So 2 divided by 1, 2 plus 12 is equal to 14. This is the way we have to solve with brackets are there. And also you should know different types of brackets. There are different types of brackets in arithmetical expression we are using. So the first type of bracket we use is the usual bracket. This is called a parenthesis. This is parenthesis. And the next type, this is called a curly bracket. Curly brackets. And this is also called curly brackets or braces. Braces or curly brackets. And next type of bracket. This bracket is called a square bracket or box. Square brackets or box bracket. And after that, there is one more type of bracket, that is a line bracket. This is called a line bracket. Line bracket or vingula. Another name, vingula. So this is line bracket or vingula. And vingula is, for example, 4 plus 3. 4 plus 3. This line is representing a bracket, vingula. So now let us see what is the order of solving the brackets, the expression inside the bracket. Whenever in an expression, arithmetic expression, all these brackets are coming, first you have to solve vingula. What is under the line bracket? Line brackets you have to solve first. And after line bracket, the next parenthesis, and then curly bracket, and last square bracket. So the order of operation, order of solving arithmetic expression inside the bracket is first vingula, then parenthesis, curly bracket, and square bracket. So starting from here, line bracket first, then parenthesis, then curly bracket, then square bracket. Let us solve some example. We can note it down on this. The Bode-Mass rule we have to follow. D for bracket, O for off operation, D for division, M for multiplication, A for addition, S for subtraction. In this order we are performing. And in that also some excuses are there. That is, if multiplication and division, if from left first multiplication is coming, that means we can do first multiplication, then division. Addition and subtraction also from left to right we have to follow. And first in our arithmetical expression, what is there in the bracket, that we have to solve. So different types of bracket. The first type is line bracket or vingulum. It is denoted by like this. Then parenthesis, then curly bracket and square bracket finally. And then the remaining operations in that arithmetic expression. Let us see some examples. Plus 5 into 3 minus 8 plus 8 divided by 1 plus 3 vingulum, then bracket cross plus 1 curly bracket minus 3, then square bracket close. So if this is the expression, this is the question we want to solve according to Board-Pass rule. In this expression, if you look, there are addition, subtraction, multiplication, division. All four operations are there. And also there are all brackets you can find. First vingulum is there, then parenthesis is there, curly bracket is there, and square bracket also there. So whenever we are solving this, from inside you have to start. In first step, you just do the vingulum. Just remove this vingulum and solve what is inside the vingulum. First step, 1 plus 3 is equal to 4. So first step it will be 2 plus square bracket minus 2 plus curly bracket 5 into 3 minus 8 plus 8 divided by 1 plus 3. The vingulum we are doing 1 plus 3 is 4 plus 1, then curly bracket close, minus 3 square bracket also closed. So here in this step we solved this vingulum. That is 1 plus 3 became 4. Now next what we have to do is we have to solve next parenthesis. After vingulum, then parenthesis. Inside the parenthesis is 2 brackets. Inside parenthesis, what are there? 8 plus 8 divided by 4. 8 plus 8 divided by 4. So forget all remaining part. Just look at this. 8 plus 8 divided by 4. How can we do this? First, 8 divided by 4. In this expression, addition, multiplication, division is there. So division you have to do first. 8 divided by 4. What is 8 divided by 4? 8 divided by 4 is 2. Then 2 plus 8. 2 plus 8 is 2 plus 8 is 10. So the value of this parenthesis is 10. Isn't it? So you have to do that in the next step. 2 plus square bracket four minus 2 plus curly bracket 5 into 3. Then inside the bracket parenthesis we already saw. 8 divided by 4 is 2. 8 plus 2 is 10. So here there is a minus. So minus 10 minus 10. Inside the bracket it is 10 and here it is minus or minus 10. Now here plus 1, curly bracket closed, minus 3, square bracket. Now next step, inside the curly bracket we have to solve. What is inside the curly bracket? 5 into 3 minus 10 plus 1. Only this portion we have to check. So in this arithmetic expression, first multiplication, 5 into 3 we know is 15. Then there is no other multiplication or division inside this bracket. So 15 minus 10, 5. 5 plus 1, 6. So the value of this curly bracket is 6. 5 into 3, 15. 15 minus 10. 15 minus 10, 5. 5 plus 1, 6. So next step it will be 2 plus the square bracket. Here 4 minus 2. What is there inside the curly bracket? We got 6. So plus 6. Then outside minus 3. So square bracket. Now only the square bracket is remaining. So then we can write here 2 plus what is inside the square bracket? Simplify that. 4 minus 2. 4 minus 2 is 2. Then 2 plus 6 becomes 8. 8 minus 3, 5. So 5. So the answer is 2 plus 5, that is equal to 7. Okay, this is the way we have to solve an arithmetical expression whenever there is brackets, multiplication, division and all comes together. First you have to go for Vingulam. Vingulam 1 plus 3, 4. So 8 divided by 4, 2. 2 plus 8, 10. So 5 into 3 minus 10 plus 1. 5 into 3, 15. 15 minus 10, 5 plus 1, 6. Then next step it will become 2 into 4 minus 2, this 6, then outside the bracket minus 3. So 4 minus 2, 2, 2 plus 6, 8. 8 minus 3, 5. So 2 plus 5 is equal to 7. So you have to remember the order. First vinculum, then parenthesis, then square curly bracket, then square bracket. Last, from the left to right, you have to solve the questions. And tomorrow there will be a class test as usual. Attend it by 2 o'clock itself. Maximum by 8 p.m. I know that there will be competition, arts festival competition, but that also not an excuse for for not attending the class. I hope you all already received the pre-midterm exam results. You can evaluate yourself, and any confusion, any doubts regarding the questions and all, you can contact me. Thank you. Have a nice day. Hi children. So today we have discussed how can we solve in an arithmetic expression if brackets also there. How to solve that equation. How to do BODMAS rule. How to apply BODMAS rule in an arithmetic expression. What is mean by BODMAS rule? That is what is we discussed today. So today's notes, some notes you already wrote, note down from the board. The remaining some major points I want to discuss now here. So take your notebooks and write it down. So evaluating arithmetic expression using BODMAS rule. In this BODMAS rule, let us see what is this letters represents. B means brackets. O, of operation. What is of operation? It is also actually a multiplication only. D for division, M for multiplication, A for addition, S for subtraction. See the order of operation. First step, solve the expression inside the bracket first. In an arithmetic expression, maybe brackets, many of for all the four operations are there. First, we have to solve the operations inside the bracket or expression inside the bracket. Then second step, multiply the two numbers of or the expression that have of operation between them. If two numbers are there between them, an of operation, for example 2 of 3, that means 2 into 3, that you have to do first. Then step 3, moving from left to right, solve all the division and multiplication operations. And then step 4, moving from left to right, solve all the addition and subtraction operation. Now let us see the expression involving nested bracket. What is meant by nested bracket? Brackets, one bracket inside another bracket. So many such brackets comes together. How can we solve? So nested bracket, there are different types of bracket. And the first bracket that we are familiar with is called a parenthesis, and second bracket curly brackets or braces. We also call braces for curly brackets, and then square brackets or box bracket, then line bracket or vingulum. Now let us see in which order these brackets we have to simplify. Solve the expression inside vingulum first. Vingulum means that line bracket. What comes inside the vingulum, that you have to do first. So uh, vingulum is the first bracket we have to solve. Then second, parenthesis. What comes inside parenthesis you have to do first as second. Then third, what comes inside curly brackets you have to solve. Then finally the square bracket. What is inside a square bracket, that you have to simplify. And then later the remaining all operation as we discussed earlier from left to right. Okay, thank you. Have a nice day.